Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we are going to make a centerpiece for a table. Now we're going to use a container. This is a ceramic square container. It's just a block container. I have put about 2/3 of fresh floral foam right down into this container, and then I added water to the reservoir. You always, when using fresh floral foam, want to soak your foam first and then make sure there's a reservoir deep enough to hold plenty of fresh water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape this floral foam into place. I'm going to use just some waterproof tape. Now this is tape we ordered from the floral wholesaler. You can get it from the craft store, you can get it from your local flower shop. There's lots of places you can get it. Now the reason I like to tape my foam in is because we are going to deliver this arrangement. And I want to make sure that nothing topples out of the container. Now the foam is actually plenty deep in this container that I know that it won't go anywhere, but just for security I'm going to add tape. So I'm going to take my tape and I'm just taping it right across the top in one direction. I'm going to tape that down and cut it with my floral knife, and then I'm going to use a second piece, a second strip, come across that and then cut it with my floral knife. So I just crisscrossed across. My words won't come. I just use that tape to make a cross on the top of the foam, just to make sure it wouldn't go anywhere. Next, what I'm going to use is, let's go over what flowers we're going to use in this design. It's going to be a yellow and white floral arrangement. These are beautiful yellow roses, just a standard yellow rose leatherleaf fern for our greenery. And then this is guneye eucalyptus for a greenery. We're going to use some beautiful large white hydrangeas, yellow solidago aster as our filler flower. These are beautiful white spray roses, and then an oriental lily, a stem of oriental lilies. We're going to start out with our leather leaf. I like to add my leather leaf as a base in my arrangement. Now this will be used as a centerpiece for a dinner party. I'm taking my leather leaf and I'm just using my fingernail and I'm just breaking that leather leaf into small pieces. And I am just covering that floral foam. Now you don't have to use tons of this leather. I just want to make a base of greenery for this design. It helps to cover that floral foam and it helps to cover the tape. So you just really want to cover your mechanics. So that's what I'm using my leather leaf for. And I'm using 3 stems of leather leaf. And again, just breaking it into small pieces and tucking it right into that floral foam. Now listen, if you do not have leather leaf at home, or it didn't come in your flowers when you purchased them, do not hesitate to go outside and harvest greenery. Greenery from outside is perfect. Now you do want to make sure it will hold up in a floral arrangement. So what I suggest is going out and cutting some and putting it just in a vase right there in your kitchen and seeing if it's going to hold up. If it doesn't hold up, you can't use it in floral arrangements, but if it does, it's perfect for a design. Okay, next we're going to come in with our hydrangeas. So I have 2 large, beautiful white hydrangeas. I'm going to take and remove the leaves from that hydrangea. I've got a little dish of quick dip here. I'm going to take my floral knife and I'm going to cut that stem at an angle and I'm going to dip it right down into quick dip. Now quick dip we buy by the gallon, and it is a hydrating solution that helps to keep your flowers hydrated. It is good to use on any type of bloom, but we usually use it just on hydrangeas. So I took that hydrangea and I tucked it right into that floral foam. Taking my second stem, pulling off any of the leaves that are on the stem and any bumps or bruises. Sometimes you'll have a bloom that has a bump or a bruise. Just pull that off. It's not hurting that flower. sometimes in our cooler, water drips down onto the bloom, and when it does, it'll cause it to get a dark spot on it. So I just pinch that right off and it doesn't hurt the flower. I'm dipping my hydrangea for about 7 seconds or so. Now, if you are at home and you are going to make a beautiful design with hydrangeas that you've harvested out of your yard, which is a wonderful thing, be sure to cut your hydrangeas, you'll love them. Use pickling alum. Alum is just a powder that you can pick up at your local grocery store. It's over in the seasoning section. It's going to do exactly what Quick Dip does. It just causes that stem to become crisp and hydrate. Okay, so there's our 2 hydrangeas. Next, we're going to come in with our Solidago aster, this yellow Solidago aster. I'm going to take it and I'm going to break it into several pieces because that way I can use it throughout the design. So I just took and broke that stem and I am just tucking it right down in to that floral foam. I'm going to take a second stem and do exactly the same thing. Just break it into smaller pieces, and then I'm able to work it throughout the entire design, which I think is wonderful. When you can take one stem and break it into 3, you've got 3 different insertions in your foam. So there's our yellow Solidago. Next, we're going to come in with these beautiful yellow roses. So I am not exactly sure the name of this variety. It's a soft yellow, almost a butter yellow. I'm pinching back, pulling back some of those petals that are bumped and bruised. I took that stem and I cut it at an angle, and I'm just going to press that beautiful rose right down into that foam. Now, often you will see me wire my roses. I'm not wiring them today because I'm using them real deep down into the design. They're not going to have real long stems. So I'm not worried about them getting dehydrated. So I just press those right into that arrangement. Next, we will come in with our beautiful lilies. So I have one stem. This is one stem of lilies. It's got 2 open blooms and a couple of buds. So I'm going to take and I'm just going to pop that bloom right off that stem. I'm going to pull the pollen right out. Anytime you see the pollen in your lily, go ahead and be sure to remove it. Now, we remove the pollen because it will open up and it will stain our lily, or it will stain our clothes. Cut that stem at an angle, and I'm just tucking that beautiful lily right into that floral foam. Take another stem. I popped it off. Use your knife, cut that stem at an angle. And I'm pressing that kind of on the opposite side of the first lily. Make sure if it still has its pollen, go ahead and pull those anthers right out. All right, so we put the other lily on the opposite side, and then I'm going to use these buds. I'm going to take these buds and I'm going to tuck those also in the design. You want to use every part of the flower that you can, so just be sure to tuck those right down into the arrangement also. Whoops. All right, so next we're going to come in with our beautiful white spray roses. So I am going to take this rose, just like my Solidago and my leather leaf, instead of using it as one stem, I'm going to cut it apart and use it as 2. Kind of like the lily was 4 different flowers basically. I'm going to take this spray rose and I'm going to cut it apart. I'm going to cut it into 2 different pieces. I can do that because this is a low design, and I am able to use shorter stems right down into this floral foam. And then this one I can't break apart. My stems aren't quite long enough, so that's perfect. I'm just going to cut it and tuck it right in. Okay, all of our flowers are in place. We use 2 white hydrangeas, 2 yellow standard roses, 2 stems of yellow Solidago aster, 2 stems of our white spray roses, 1 stem of the lilies, and then 3 stems of leather leaf. And then this is 1 stem of eucalyptus. I'm probably not going to use all of it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to break smaller pieces off and strip the leaves off those stems. And I'm going to go around in this design and tuck my eucalyptus down low around the lip of the container. I like for my eucalyptus to kind of give us some movement in our design. And it smells lovely too, which is always nice. So I'm just taking each of those pieces that I'm just breaking off the one individual stem and just tucking that all the way throughout my arrangement. And I'll be honest, to me, it's the eucalyptus that really makes this design. It just elevates it. There's something about pretty mixed greenery to me for a design that just makes it so lovely. And so I did use that one full stem of eucalyptus. And I'm just taking each of those little pieces and I'm just kind of tucking it throughout. I think it looks so pretty. And there is our finished design. So this is an arrangement that will be used on a dinner table for a dinner party tonight. You can make a floral design for a centerpiece really in any type of low container. Centerpieces are meant to be low profile, so you want them rounded, kind of lower profile, because when you're sitting at a dinner table, you of course are wanting to see over the arrangement to be able to enjoy the time with the people around you. So this is just a simple, easy way to make a beautiful centerpiece. Guys, if you have any questions about how we do things here at Flowers by the Bunch, you can always ask. We would love to answer your questions. Do me a great big favor. If you enjoyed this video and feel like you learned something, be sure to give us a thumbs up and tell us in the comments what you learned from this video. If you have any suggestions for new videos, we would love for you to let us know. Put that in those comments. We would be happy to try to do some of those suggestions. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell down below, and it'll give you notifications for when we have brand new videos. Guys, you have a fabulous day, and we will see you soon. Thanks, guys.